Welcome back to the Hades 32 Heat series, where I am clearing Hades at 32 Heat with every weapon and every aspect, plus a few other challenge runs. Today, we are going to be doing a bow build. We are going to be doing Rama Bow. Now, the reason for that is because I took a look outside. We have a dataless hammer being offered. Dataless hammers are excellent, but they can be a little bit of a double-edged sword. Now, here's the thing. With the bow, dataless hammers with Chiron or Hera are not crucial. With Chiron, they can be very, very helpful. With Hera, they're almost pointless. Not entirely, but they're not great. Chiron, they're a nice bonus, but they're not something you're going to do an entire build around. Zagreus and Rama are very hammer dependent, though, I would say. Zagreus, you really want things like twin shot or explosive shot, whereas with Rama, it really depends on what kind of build you're doing. Looking at what hammer bonuses are being offered for Rama, one of them is Relentless Volley, and that's what we're going to be focusing on with this build. So this is a Rama special build, where basically all we're going to be doing is holding down the special. It's a 3-shot volley that is concentrated on a single target, but the arrows then also ricochet out. So this is a very effective build for both crowd control and bosses, and the idea is that we're basically just going to get Thunder Flourish. The arrows themselves don't do a ton of damage, but with Thunder Flourish, it's not a percentage increase, it's a flat damage per hit. So Thunder Flourish, that makes each single arrow is going to cause a lightning bolt that does 30 damage minimum. So what we're going to do, we're going to choose the Thunder Signet for our keepsake. We are going to update some Mirror of Night settings. I believe I actually already have these set up. Yep, so the only thing that we changed is that instead of God's Legacy, we're going to go with God's Pride. We're not really worried about any Legendary or Duo Bones. Splitting Bolt would be nice, but it's not required. And as for the Mirror of Night, we've adjusted some settings here as well. What we're going to do, we're going to turn damage control all the way up. This is a fairly quick build. It's a fairly safe build. It's honestly probably one of the easiest 32 heat builds you can do. So we're not going to turn Tight Deadline down, because 7 minutes should be plenty of time. Instead, let's actually turn Hard Labor and Lasting Consequences down, and that'll just give us a little bit more wiggle room in case we do take some hits. But that's about it, so let's get going. Alright, here's our hammer, and there is Relentless Volley. So we're going to start with this. And yeah, the idea is you basically just want to focus that attack, or your special, I guess, and keep your distance. And if you do that, you will clear this run no problem. You do want to get as much Zeus as you can get, as much Zeus as possible. You want to get things like Thunder Flourish, obviously, is a must. The higher the rarity, the better. And then after Thunder Flourish, you also want to focus on getting... Oh, perfect, we got Zeus in the second chamber, that's great. Once you get Thunder Flourish, you obviously want to get Static Discharge. Double Strike is extremely useful for this build, with the sheer number of lightning bolts we're calling down. It's going to be a great way to just increase our overall damage output. So let's see what we can get with the rest of this build. Okay. Okay, we got Thunder Flourish. It's not a very high rarity, but we'll still take it. We can hopefully find ways to increase the rarity, or just palm it until it doesn't really matter. What's more important is that we just have Thunder Flourish. It's a shame that even with God's Legacy we didn't get the increased rarity, but that's how it goes sometimes. Even without the higher rarity, this is still very, very powerful. Now, I don't actually know if Relentless Volley increases the arrows for Rama Special by 4, as it says. I think it increases it by 2. I may be wrong about that, but it doesn't... I don't think it goes from 3 to 7. I think it goes from 3 to 5. But even with that, it's still a massive increase. And considering every single one of those arrows ricochets out... Okay. I don't like this crowd of enemies. This is kind of annoying. Hasted and Splitting. That's a nasty combo. There we go. We're good. So yeah, honestly, we'll probably have a fairly easy time with this. We just want to make sure we're prioritizing keeping our distance and avoiding damage where we can. One of the things we'll probably take later on, probably once we get to Styx, is the keepsake distant memory. We don't want Poseidon. Yes, we want more Zeus. That's what we're looking for. Static discharge would be great. Double strike would also be great. And if we get offered both, it's probably going to come down to rarity, which one we take first. Oh, jeez. Okay. You bugger. There we go.
See you next time, I'm sure.
Okay. I don't really care for any of those, but I will take high voltage. High voltage isn't terribly useful on its own, but it does open up the door splitting bolt, which could be really good. I'm just going to increase our damage both not only against the enemy that we're targeting, but every enemy that it ricochets out to as well. Splitting bolt could really significantly increase our damage. We don't need to palm high voltage, that's for sure. Alright, let's take some Obel. Thank you, Sisyphus. I really should have done the Nectar first. Damage reduction, that's good. Okay. Another palm, perfect. If we can get our Thunder Flourish up to about 70 damage or so, then that'll be about the equivalent of an epic rarity. Like a good high-level epic rarity Thunder Flourish. And if we can find ways of increasing the rarity as well, that would be even better. Either if we get Eurydice in Asphodel or Demeter Rare Crop, before we get too many boons and make it kind of unproductive. But there we go, okay, 56, we're starting to get that diminishing returns. Oh, perfect, we'll take Zeus here. Normally I would take the shop, but there's no guarantee that the shop would have offered Zeus, and this does offer Zeus. It's not like it's going to be too dangerous to clear any chambers in Tartarus for a guaranteed boon that we're looking for. And what do we got? Holy smokes. Oof. Now, weirdly, this is actually a tough call. Do we want Static Discharge at Epic Rarity or Splitting Bolt? I want to take Splitting Bolt, because I don't know if we're going to come across it again, but oh, I would love to get Epic Rarity Static Discharge again. We'll take Splitting Bolt, because it does have that higher rarity. It's going to be tougher to come across, and it will increase our damage, not just against the target we hit, but everything that Splitting Bolt spreads to as well. That's going to be... oh, jeez. That's disgusting. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Because, yeah, everything that gets electrocuted fires off one of those little thunderballs now that deals an additional 40 damage to that target, plus the one that it splits to. Another... nope. Ooh, but do we want to... let's take Hermes here. Look at that. Epic Rarity Swift Flourish. Are you kidding me? This early? Okay, we're laughing now. We're just laughing now. Oh my gosh, look at that speed. Oh my gosh. Oh, this build can be so much fun when you really get it to its disgusting levels of strength. Wow, okay. Well, I didn't think we'd get off to this strong of a start, but that's amazing, honestly. I'm thrilled with that. Now here's the thing, because we actually got Splitting Bolt already, I'm tempted to purge High Voltage. And I'll tell you why. Perfect, yeah, we are even offered it. The Lightning Bolts dealing damage in a larger area is nice, but it isn't really necessary. Because of the ricocheting arrows, we're going to be hitting multiple enemies anyway, even if they're not in the radius of the High Voltage. But this can be palmed. And so if we purge this, what we can do is take the Palm Blossom. And now the only thing this is going to affect is our Thunder Flourish. And if we can get Static Discharge, it'll affect that. And Double Strike, it'll affect that. And everything that the Palm Blossom will affect will actually be something that we want to put Palms into. So even though High Voltage could technically be useful, it's not so useful with this particular build that we actually want to keep it. And we did get a Yarn of Ariadne and the Well of Charon there. That's excellent. If we can come across Zeus again, we can hopefully make use of that to get a high rarity Static Discharge or Double Strike. And in the meantime... Oh, okay. Don't, yeah, maybe don't just stand there and get punched.
Over there.
Nope, we're not gonna get Hermes because we don't want to waste the Yarn of Ariadne on him. Especially because we already have Swift Flourish. There's not really much else we need from him. There's a couple things that could be useful, but nothing that's, game-changing, really. Oh my gosh. I know you're there, Hermes. I don't want to take you. I don't think... I genuinely don't think we could have had a better start to this run. Maybe the only thing that would have been a better start is if instead of High Voltage it was Double Strike. That's it. But even then, like, can't have everything you want. We got all the really highly important stuff. And a couple bonuses. Perfect. Zeus, we don't even need to reroll for him. And now we can spend this Yarn of Ariadne on Zeus. Hopefully we can get Static Discharge.
Hello, Witch's Circle.
Done. Thunder Flourish gained a level, and Static Discharge. It's not epic rarity, but that's okay. We got it. That's what matters. Still haven't come across Eurydice, hey? No. Hopefully we do, because anything we can get upgraded rarity for at this point, whether it's Thunder Flourish, Static Discharge, even Swift Flourish, if we could get that to Heroic rarity, wouldn't that be hilarious? So yeah, hopefully we do come across Eurydice. It's not too late, but I'm not holding my breath for that anymore. However, if we get offered Demeter at any point soon, we will take her, because Rare Crop could be incredible. What do we got? What do we got? Hermes and a... Ooh, okay. We don't actually need Chaos for this, so we're just going to leave that be. Why did I take the Darkness? If anything, I should have taken the Hydrolite. But, okay, I'm not thinking. We don't really need Hermes, so we're not going to take that. Take the Palm instead. Who's left? There you are. Ah! Oh, you're down there. Can I hit you from here? Nope. 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 There we go.
Tower of Olympus.
Static Discharge, absolutely. Okay, didn't get Eurydice. Let's check the shop in case there is another Zeus boon being offered. If so, we can maybe get Double Strike. I think that's all we need, actually, still, is Double Strike. No Double Strike, but we'll buy the Palm. And once again, Static Discharge, we are good. Yeah, we really don't need anything else at this point. Hello, Twitchy Neck Learny.
You have to reconstitute yourself just for my sake.
Looks like you need a spinal alignment. Let me help you with that. Do, 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 do. Yes, yes, yes. All gather in a crowd, please. Everyone gather round. Let me tell you a story. Done. So yeah, I mean, this is arguably one of the fastest, safest, easiest 32 heat runs you can do. In my opinion. I don't know, maybe there's some other ones that are even better, but they're few and far between. We don't really need any of that stuff. We'll keep the Palm Blossom. Anything we can get for Palms is going to be helpful. Static Discharge or Static Discharge or Thunder Flourish, both will be useful. Even if it's just a little bit extra bonus, it's good enough. We maybe could have taken the Frostbitten Horn and Forest Emitter to try to get Rare Crop, but there's no guarantee we would have, so we'll just keep palming what we got. Oh, I didn't see the... It's one of the only issues with this build is that there's so many screen effects happening with all the lightning bolts and stuff that sometimes you can't see if there's a projectile flying directly towards you, which could actually be especially deadly against Hades, but we'll be fine. It's not like we really have too much to worry about there. Who says lightning can't strike the same place twice? Ooh, yes, more Zeus. We don't really need any more hammers. I actually don't know. I don't know if there are any other hammers you can get with Rama that affect your special. I don't think so. You can't get Piercing Volley. You can't get Charged Volley. You can't... Can you get Concentrated Volley? I don't think so. Maybe. But even still, that's not going to increase the amount of damage or the number of hits with the lightning bolts. It's just going to increase the arrow damage, which is still quite minimal right now. It's only like 5 per hit. There we go. Dang, okay, no double strike. We'll take Heaven's Vengeance. Okay, yeah, well, might as well. We got the Obel, spend it. We don't need the hammer. Ooh, Athena. Ooh, and Demeter. Athena could be good, but I just realized that we have Demeter here, so... Of course I palmed Heaven's Vengeance. I'm gonna take Demeter. I would take Athena, but that if we do, by chance, get offered Rare Crop, I don't want it to affect the Athena boon that we would have got. And we don't really need Athena. It would have been nice to have something like Divine Dash or Athena's Aid, but I would rather have a upgraded rarity Thunder Flourish Static Discharge. Or Swift Flourish, even. Now, it's entirely possible that we'll also, if we do get Rare Crop, get Heaven's Vengeance upgraded, which would be unfortunate if that's the case. But maybe not. Come on. Oh, of course. Come on. There we go. Yeah, now we're good. Nah, Than, that's my kill. You don't get that one. What do we got? What do we got? No Rare Crop. Okay. Snowburst. Why not? Now we could actually purge, or we could get Privileged Status by applying Chill and Static Discharge at the same time. Ooh. Let's go for it. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's see if we get Rare Crop this time. We did. What is it going to affect? Thunder Flourish. Let's go. Let's go. Would have been nice if we had the higher rarity one that affects multiple boons, but hey, we now are going to have a heroic rarity Thunder Flourish by the time this is all done. And we may just be able to get double strike here as well. Wouldn't that be something? No, 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 don't you dare. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Snowburst actually could be really helpful because it'll allow us to apply Chill, and that with Static Discharge will give us Privileged Status. What do we got? What do we got? Double Strike. Not a very good rarity, but I'll take it. Okay, fine, I'll take the Hammer. Doesn't really matter, but we don't need any more health. Might as well take the Hammer so it stops getting offered, and hopefully we get more boons offered instead. Not that we really need boons, but maybe Palms? Palms would be nice. Uh-oh. No, no, no. There we go. Now we're good. Triple shot, sniper shot, perfect shot. None of those really matter, so let's just take one that doesn't mess us up. Not that any of them would anyway, but... Okay, yeah, we'll take Patroclus. Why not? It's a free chamber. Get some healing.
I'm not so sorry about that.
Hydrolite Gold, and now we can restore some health in between chambers. Absolutely, we'll take a Palm. Let's see if we can Palm up Double Strike. Now that we have that, we can hopefully make up for the lower rarity with lots of levels. Double Strike, perfect. Extra 10%. We'll try to get that up to 50% if we can. Ooh, you know what? Double Palm Aerbiscate? Let's do it. Why not? We've got time. Let's just see if we can do this nice and quick. Just please no... Oh, of course, I was gonna say, hey, please no butterfly balls. And as soon as I saw them, I'm like, ah, screw it. Who cares? Yeah. Yeah, there was no chance here. There was no chance here. Get back here, get back here, get back here. There we go. Yeah, okay, whatever, who cares? Not a big deal, we're fine, we're fine. Just move on. No, it's not necessary. Static Discharge, Heaven's Vent. Yeah, Static Discharge, 100%. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna dash in quick, use Snowburst to apply the chill, and... Oh, you bugger. Okay, I'm gonna call down Sisyphus so that we can get those Darkness and Noble in here, and then hopefully if he tries his little charge attack again, he'll run into those. Jeez, we've already gone down to half health. Come on. There we go. Oh, you bugger. Really? Okay, fine. And he's done. Nice thing about this, you don't even really have to hit him. You just have to get close, because the arrows will ricochet into him. Wait for it, and now. There we go. There he is. Why? Is it just because I didn't take you in the shop? You that bitter about it? Okay. Ouch. Done.
That's one champion unseen. I dedicate this victory to you, good shade.
Guess I'll be going then.
Alright. I was hoping we could purge Heaven's Vengeance. Too late. No luck. We will take Distant Memory, though. 30% bonus damage to distant foes. That'll apply to our Thunderbolt, Static Discharge, Splitting Bolt, everything. At this point, the Palm Blossom is going to have some diminishing returns, so we're not going to worry about that too much. There we go. Okay. We got lots and lots of palms, and that's pretty much all we got in the shop, but that's good. That's all we really need.
Here goes.
We're going to take palms and palms and palms. Great, we got Epic Rarity Thunder Flourish. Come on. There we go. Excellent. And there we go, Heroic Rarity Thunder Flourish.
What sort of terrible snake stone is that?
Jeez. Oh. I probably should actually keep my distance more now that we have Distant Memory. Oh, really? Jump down at the last second there, bud? Alright, fine. There we go. We're good. And yeah, Heroic Rarity at level 6 is now 93 damage. That's crazy. Let's get that up to 99. We almost have 100 damage on our Thunder Flourish. Alright, let's take one of these palms. Double Strike. That's almost at 50% now. That's good. We're going to re-roll the next boss chamber. Perfect. We got another palm. Palm times 2. Because of the ricochet, we can quite literally shoot these things through walls. And you know, we might as well start doing this, so that we get the bonus obol. Maybe we'll be able to afford another palm. Oh! Especially if we got a pool of purging here, maybe we can get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. Well, we definitely don't want to get rid of those. Okay, there we go. Use it or lose it. Good, okay. 195 obol. I think we can buy the other palm in the shop there now. Not the double palm, but the single. And, okay, we can get double strike up to 53%. Perfect.
Should be able to get back through here.
And, yep, we can buy one more palm. Thunder Flourish, we can get that up to 102. Let's do it. There we go. Okay, we are golden. I don't think we could possibly have a better setup going into this fight. We're at full health. We got 3 Death Defiances. We have everything we could ever ask for with this build. We even have a way of applying Privilege Status. That's just gravy. That's bonus. Don't think we could have had a smoother run with this, honestly. Some boons at higher rarities would have been nice, but we also got lucky with Rare Crop. We got the Legendary in Tartarus, which is crazy. So the biggest thing is we just have to be a little bit careful with Hades, and especially his Boiling Blood. Ah, didn't get that one in time. Skull Crushers, lovely. Oh man, if we had a call. Oh, imagine if we had Athena's Aid right now. Just how insanely overpowered that would be. We'd be triggering it pretty much every couple of seconds. Mega Gorgon and a Skull Crusher, lovely. What a combo. Oh, really? You suck, Hades. Okay. Yikes! There we go. Okay, got him. I'm gonna call on Sisyphus right now, just get the healing while I can. There. I don't really care about the damage. Perfect. Yeah, you can stand right there. I'll just shoot you through the pillar. What? Oh, okay. I thought I got the dodge, but I guess not. Come on, aim at him. There we go. And half health. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. That was close. Oh, jeepers. What a mess. Come on. Get it. Oh, hi, Cerberus. Oh, no. Okay. That was just really poorly executed. Oh, well. We're fine. Ah, not close enough. All right, one more.
I can still fight.
Oh, what? Down you go. Come on. Ah. Oh yeah, he's done. He's done. Done. There we go. And that is a Rama special build. Just Zeus, really, is all you need. We took Demeter, but only because we wanted the higher rarity. If we had been offered epic rarity, it wouldn't have mattered. So, what is the actual requirements for this build? Obviously, Aspect of Rama. Obviously, Thunder Flourish. Doesn't have to be heroic rarity, but that is always welcome. Splitting Bolt is not necessary. It's amazing if you can get it, but it's not necessary. Relentless Volley, I would say, is necessary. So it's Relentless Volley, Thunder Flourish, Static Discharge, and let's say it's between Swift Flourish or Double Strike. It's really between these two. And just because Double Strike's at the lower rarity, I'm going to say that one. If you can get Swift Flourish as well, that is great. It's not always going to be a guarantee, and even if you do, it's not always going to be guaranteed at a higher rarity. Whereas Double Strike, even at a low rarity, you can palm it up to where it's, you got about a 50% Double Strike chance, which is excellent. So this is what I would say is the build. The Aspect of Rama, Relentless Volley, you're firing your special, Thunder Flourish on that, Static Discharge, Double Strike. Splitting Bolt is great, Swift Flourish is great. That's really it. So yeah, that is Relentless Rama. So that's going to do it for this video, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.